Hey, good morning. I just want to send a quick video to you all. Excuse my sweat. I just finished my morning workout. Beautiful morning out. Get out and enjoy it if you can. But I wanted to share a scripture with you all. The scripture that says, be angry and sin not. Anger is an emotion we all have and have a right to. How we express that anger to the level of damage, violence, and hurt is 100% wrong. You can be angry, and in some situations, it is valid to be angry. But we have to be mindful of our behavior and our conduct. We cannot just be mad and then destroy people's property and hurt people and damage people, be it physically or verbally. It's wrong. It's absolutely wrong. So we need to have some emotional discipline in our conduct. These 4 officers for Mr. George Floyd, who took his life, didn't have emotional discipline. And even as cops, when you get angry, you need to stick by the book. You need to have some discipline, because the results of your behavior and your action will come back on you. Keep in mind also, the decisions that we make, we have to live with them. Not just these 4 cops, not just their boss, the chief police, but each and every one of us in the comforts of our own homes, in my backyard, on your front porch, sitting on your couch. You have to live with them in your heart and in your mind, and the results of them. So let us be mindful of that. We have to teach our children. We have to plant good seed in them, righteous seed in them. Kindness. My mom shared the story with me. She was at the store, African-American male, the groceries got mixed up, and another lady's groceries got, a couple items got in his bunch. The cashier rang it up, and he said, it's okay, go ahead. And the lady, she was rude. My mother shared with me, she didn't want her items mixed with his, etc. And she has that right. And so afterwards, my mother went and found the man out in the parking lot, and she just thanked him for his kindness. And he shared, he said, you know what? I was at the gas station or somewhere the day before and was short, and somebody helped me. He said, so I just wanted to pay it forward. And so my mom shared with him, just don't get angry, don't get bitter, don't get upset, continue to extend kindness to people. And he was just like, oh yeah, he says, we're going to stay in prayer and things are going to get better. That's the spirit we have to have. And it's tough when you're trying to be nice and you're trying to be kind and you're doing what's right, and the police still exhort their authority and don't do what's right. So I recognize that. I'm just trying to share with someone and really hopefully praying for our African-American men that bitterness and hate and anger don't reside in your heart because of this, and take root in your heart because of this. As we know, there's good and bad people of all races, and all police officers are not bad. I'm in prayer for my city. I'm praying for these chiefs that they pull their men in and revamp and put some guidelines in place and reinforcements that police officers, that you do things by the book, because the decisions of these 4 officers have a whole nation, cities in uproar. We have to be mindful of our behavior and our conduct. I'm praying for the business owners. In times past, certain cities and areas, after rioting and looting has taken place, many areas did not recover from that. Many businesses did not recover from that. It's a lot to get a business off the ground, especially as an African-American male or woman. And so we have to be mindful of that, have some compassion for them. Many of you in your homes, you have your own business and things that you're doing, you're using your skill set. And wouldn't it just be awful if someone was mad one night and just came in and destroyed everything that you had? Or matter of fact, maybe not destroyed it, but stole from you? You'd be angry, wouldn't you? You'd be upset. You'd be hurt. So we can't return anger for anger. It doesn't improve anything. And that's where I wanted to plant the seed. We have to be mindful. Let us think about our behavior and our conduct, not just from the police standpoint. That has a side, you all. I'm not disowning that. But we have to learn from this situation and look at some points for our own lives, because we all must do better. Not just the police, not just white people, but we as black people as well. We must do better. So be angry, but sin not. Teach your children. Let's get some good seed in them so that they understand. And until we start talking about it, we can't just not talk about it, because it's not just going to go away. And then lastly, those who are on the front line, walking, protesting, praying for your safety, I honor your commitment out there. I know I'm not an out on the front line person. I admit that. But I'm definitely in prayer. Definitely in prayer. Believing for God's righteous justice. That's been our Sunday school lesson for the last 5 weeks. Justice to be performed in this matter. And so let us stay in prayer. Let us stay positive in our behavior and our action. And again, be angry, but sin not. #HolyRoller.